皆様いかがお過ごしでしょうか。氷です。さあ続きやっていきましょう。はい、前回は、ミサイルの神殿攻略しましたね。でモリガンが知識の泉、知恵の泉なんだっけ悲哀の泉か、悲哀の泉を取り込んだところで終えました。で、コリーフィウスを倒すね、なんか鍵があるからちょっと話聞きに来いやと言ってましたね。でその前にどうだろう、本書き終わったアバリック。
So, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this. We went to an elven rune, so a witch
このよくわからない機体を飲んで
magical goo and then walked through a mirror and wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens to you is crazy? I don't want to think about this anymore. You want to discuss something normal?
あ、まだ書き終わってないですね。
Carry on.
あ、そうです。
The temple of Mathal was extraordinary. In all my journeys, I never dreamed of finding anything like it. What will you do with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
まあちょっと懸念事項なんだよね、ソラスにとっては。モリガンに預けたからね。まあ信じるしかないよね。
I'm not arrogant enough to think it's my decision alone. Whatever happens, we'll do it together.
You think to share your power, to avoid the temptation to misuse it. A noble sentiment, but ultimately a mistake.
Why?
Because while one selfless man may walk away from the lure of power's corruption, no group has ever done so.
はあ、なるほど。そうはいかないっ
There's a
て。
first time for everything.
Perhaps, but it will not be this time. I believe even you know that.
Why is this so important to you?
You have not been what I expected, Inquisitor. You have impressed me. You must not let false modesty allow you to pass your power to someone else. There are few regrets sharper than watching fools squander what you sacrificed to achieve. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much. The Temple of Mathal did not deserve such a fate. The orb he carries, and its stolen power, that at least we may still recover. With luck, some of the past may yet survive.
ほう。ありがとう。なんかよくわかん
Thank
ない
you,
けど。
Solus. We couldn't have done this without you.
You are welcome. How can I help? We'll talk later. Goodbye.
なんか絵がやっぱり物語が進むにつれて増えてるよね。であとここ1箇所だけか。結構やっぱりもう終盤になってきているんだろうかね。ドリアンは解読、あ、
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done. If we're still alive.
また戻ること言ってるよ。
All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
どうしてそんな風に思
How
う？
does this relate to the elven temple?
You encountered ancient elves. A piece of history. Something the Imperium didn't destroy. Maybe my people can atone for what we've done. There is something still left to restore. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds...
まあドリアン根拠大好きだからな。じゃあ私たちについてはリコとね、ドリアン、ね、恋人同士だから、そこについては
You would just leave. What about...
Us? Trust me, Amatus. It would give me no pleasure to leave your side. You make monumental decisions affecting the entire world. How can I not consider some of my own?
ああ、そっか。まあでもそうだね。まあ戦いはここやっぱりいてほしいよね、リコにとってはね。ああ、一緒に行くって言っても戦いが終われば一緒に行ってもいいけどね。 必要なんだけど、やっ
But
ぱ
I
り。
need you at my side. Now more than ever.
Emotional blackmail is a fine thing to pull out of your arsenal.
But I didn't.
I'm joking. I'll think about it. Closely. This is your fault, remember? You inspired me
不思
with
議
your
で奇妙な
marvelous
行動のお
antics.
かげ。
You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland.
まあドリアンはテビンタをまあ立て直そうとしてる感じだよね、この感じは。まあそのために自分でもできることがあるんじゃねえかと思い始めてきたわけだ。ちなみに書物の解読はまだですか？
I do love how you're always on the go. It's tiring to watch you.
まだみたいです。
I should go.
I do rather like watching you leave.
Here is the request Harriet made. Are there any special instructions? No, I would have stated as much.
Yes, of course.
Of course you will. You're a runner.
I expected ruins.
They
Oh?
were. As you see, the Inquisition has not been idle.
誰か
Would it be possible to meet the Herald before we return to Ghislaine?
My dear Laurent, for you,
どうだ
anything.
あれか。誰だっけ、バスティエンの子供とか親族
Allow
か。
me to present Inquisitor Trevelyan.
Your worship, you do us great honor.
Inquisitor, this is my dear
やっ
Bastian's
ぱそうだ
sister,
ね。
Grand Cleric Marceline, and his son, Duke Laurent of the Council of Heralds.
Madame de Fer has told us what great trials you faced, trying to save my poor brother's life.
The Maker called my father to his side. It was valiant of you to champion him in his final hours.
いやいや、至らなかったですよ、結局。
Only I'd been able to save Bastien.
The Circle of Magi told Bastien many years ago that his illness was incurable. It was simply his
まあ病気だった
time.
んね。
Would you mind waiting for me in the chapel, my dears? The Inquisitor and I have business to discuss.
It has been our very great pleasure, Herald.
So you've met the family now, and made a good impression in spite of yourself.
常に政治的な視点は測って称賛した。褒められた、もしかして。
Wait. You talked them into supporting the Inquisition.
Of course I did, my dear. Properly worded, the righteous cause of the Inquisition can be used to great effect with my Bastien's deeply pious relations. With Bastien's loss, I have connections to the Council of Heralds and the highest levels of the Chantry, all thanks to you.
こう理由まあ結果的にね成功したならいいです。
Well, at least everything's worked out for you in the end.
So it has, and well arranged, if I do say so myself. Well, I can't keep Marceline and Laurent waiting. Thank you so much for your cooperation, Inquisitor. I could
ただでは
never
倒
have
れな
done
いで
this
すね。
without your help.
強いですね。非常に強いです。お、カサンドラも。
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
そうだね。まあ戻ってきたら立ち向かいますよ、もうそりゃ。
We'll deal with whatever he throws at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But he will come. You will get your chance.
ほう。そうだな。
It wouldn't be any fun if all this was over so soon.
Corypheus believes himself a god. Pride alone demands he not slink off into the shadows. I have faith you will be victorious even so. Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, successful against all odds, victory close at hand, The time has come to consider what will come next.
ほう。ああ、まあそっか。カサンドラはやっぱ教皇になるの？
You will be the next divine, I assume.
That has not happened yet.
But it may.
If the Maker wills it, then yes, I will answer his call. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter. I will stand with you in the end, Inquisitor, if you will have me.
お、あ、そうだそうだ。まだね、まだ揃ってないんです、チャンピオン。
Do not delay glory, Inquisitor. You also delay the glory of those you inspire. Set your standard. Champion awaits.
All right, Lord Chancellor, I'm ready to start.
You already have what you need to begin. So begin.
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentecost.
あ、そうなの？そう、なんかね、最近カレンの、ね、アイコンが全然ないなと思ってたんだよね。あ、そっか、ここに来ないとダメだったんだ。あ、結構長い間放置してたな、じゃあ。あ、いたいたいた。あ、こっち、今度はこっち進んだな。なんだ、書き終わってたんだ。
I get it, Seeker. You're still sore after our
早いね、書き終わんの。
I'm not a child, Varric. Do not suggest I'm without reason.
A peace offering. The next chapter of Swords and Shields. I hear you're a
すげえな、すげえ短期間で書き終えたんだな。
This is your job.
あ、そうです。他に誰がいるんだ。
Oh, yes. Do you really think I'd miss this?
Well, if you're not interested, you're not interested. Still needs editing anyhow.
Wait!
You're probably wondering what happens to the Knight Captain after the last chapter.
Nothing should happen to her. She was falsely accused.
もうハマってる。完全にハマってんじゃん。
Turns out the guardsman.
Don't tell me!
This is the part where you thank the Inquisitor. I don't normally give sneak peeks after all.
あ、そうだ、発表前だもんね。
Thank you.
そう、可愛いとこあるんだよね、カサンドラ。あ、バリックにも行って、ちゃんと。
Varric's the one you should be thanking.
I am but a humble servant to my loyal readers.
I wonder if I have time to read the first part.
Don't forget to tell all your friends, if you have any.
いればだか
Completely worth it.
いや、よかったね。よかったよかった。んで、
Inquisitor.
カレン、あれ？ちょっと待って、カレンは
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
ちょっとあれか、時間置かないとダメか。あ、なんか出てる。なんか出ている。あ、いた、ここにい
You
たのか、カレ
asked
ン。
for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is
納
ridiculous.
得がいいかな。
Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium.
そうそう、もうね、リリウム立ってるんだよね。で、カサンドラが、監視してるんだよね。あ、聞いてるよ。決意は固いようだった。
It seemed very important to him.
It's not a decision to be made lightly. But now, Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
ああ、そっか。今までこう指揮官だったからこう持ちこたえてた部分もあるから、任を解いてしまったらもうなんか気が緩んで壊れてしまうと。そう、彼はなんでリコに言わなかったの？
Why didn't he come to me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a seeker, I could evaluate the dangers.
はあ。気持ちを変えることは？
Is there anything we can do to change his mind?
If anyone could, it's
リ
you.
コ？
Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and
なるほど
anyone who
ね。
would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the
カ
time.
サンドラは評価してるわけだ、彼のことを。彼なら立ち向かえると、そのリリウムにね。あ、でここにそうずっとねアイコンなかったんだよね。ああ、荒れてますね。
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter.
荒れてるね。当てなかった時。いや、話してくれよ。
Cullen, if you need to talk,
You don't have to.
ああ、結構もう
I never meant for this to interfere.
禁断症状が起きてるね、これね。
I believe you.
But whatever good it does, promises me nothing if I cannot keep them. You asked what happened to Ferelden's Circle. It was taken over by
あ、
abominations.
そうなんだ。
The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall's circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
なるほどね。あまりにも危険を冒しすぎてるな。
Be that as it may, you put your health and your service to the Inquisition at risk.
I know. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it.
あ、まあ摂取してしまえば、まあ、収まるからね。でも結局ってことなんだよね。まあ安定させるためにはリリウムをまたね摂取する。まあ禁断症状なので、で上の2つはまあそんなに辛いならまたやっちゃえよとそので下は摂取しないですね。カサンドラとしてはまあ今までそのリリウムをね断つっていうことは誰もやってこなかったから、いや彼がそれをやることでまたねいろんななんつうかな、まあ希望といいますか、そういうののまあ示すことができるよっていうふうにカサンドラは言ってました。まあそうだね、リコもやっぱり彼だったらできるんじゃないかとね。まあ言ってしまえば禁断症状、まあ他のね実際問題、まあ、こういうまあ身近な例で言えばまあタバコですかね。タバコもある一定期間過ぎると 本当にね必要なくなるらしいですよね。しばらくはやっぱりそのニコチン中毒なんで、ある意味ね。やっぱその途中でやっぱりニコチン欲しくなっちゃってわーってなるんだけど、そこを耐えてしまえばだんだんやっぱ楽になるって皆さんやっぱ言いますよね、タバコやめた人たちは。なんでやっぱ耐えられると信じているよ。必要ない。
You give enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The Inquisition can be your chance to start over. If you want it to be.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
All right.
辛いかもしれないが頑張ってくれ。
I need a moment. Could we speak another time?
あ、そう分かったちょっと早すぎるとあ、そうだ。
I'm sorry. Oh wait, no I'm not. It's just the funniest, isn't it? That creaky old Abelos in Mythal saying the elves weren't destroyed by Tevinter.
まあ確かに言わなかったね。
If that's a
何が
joke,
面
I
白い
don't
の？
get it.
Everyone is always, oh, poor elves, victims of this and whatever. But the Empire hates itself. Love it. Like being sad makes them better than me. Turns out they're not victims. They're the same as everyone else. Arseholes. Plus, a big old temple full of demon-worshipping lies. Grand, that.
おう、嘘にまみれてたってこと？
You don't believe anything from Mythal.
Of course not. What, I should believe all that stuff? Because elves? I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
まあ同意しとくか。
I'm with you. Everything in that temple was highly suspect.
Of course it was. You can't be Herald and think otherwise, yeah? I mean, that would just be daft. So, main takeaway, we got really weird power and we can throw it at Coryphi whatever. Fighting shite. It's like poetry or something, I don't know. Get a bard on that. We should go slap hands in the tavern.
まあセナはね、だいたい同意しとけば機嫌よくなるんで。あ、こうでもあるね。
Corypheus died, and then he didn't. That's why he always felt wrong, like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
ああ、こっちも思ってた
So
わ。
did I. Corypheus seems to break a lot of rules.
But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not, could I have saved the real Cole?
それはわからないんじゃ
I
ない？
have no idea. I'm sorry. I hardly understand any of this myself.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father. His belly hurt like knives, throat cracked dry. He was alone. I pushed through and held his hand. It was all I could do. He said, "Thank you." Thank you.
ほうお、すげえ、こんなとこに立ってるさて、あとレディアナか。レディアナに話聞いてないで。
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
おお、レディアナも急にやる気になったな。レディアナ何したいの？
If you were divine, what would you do?
Change things. Change everything. Your support of the Mage Rebellion was a good start. We must build on this. No more circles. The mages will be free. The Chantry will
なんか
accept
カサン
them
ドラ
as
が
the
言ってたな。
Mage's
なんか
children. In fact,
秩序とかいろいろ
it
なんか
will
ほっぽり出
accept
して大変なことになるって。
elves, dwarves, even Canary. Why exclude them? The Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart instead of teaching us how we are the same.
ああ、もう二択しないといけないんだ。私確かね、前回はね、カサンドラにしたんだよね。なんか最初からやる気だったから。でも今思うんだけど、レディアナってそもそも修道女なんだよね。でカサンドラは卓球騎士なわけじゃん。だからそっか、役職的にはレディアナの方が近いと思うんだよね。やっぱ修道女なんで。今回はレディアナを支持しようと思います。
I think you would make a good divine.
I am glad to hear it. Your support may persuade the Grand Clerics to vote in my favor. The Chantry was a beacon of hope to me once, you know. In my years at Lothering's Chantry, we turned no one away from our doors. It was a refuge, a place of peace. I felt the Maker's presence and his love even when they told me he'd left us. This is the Chantry I know, the Chantry I wish the world to see.
夢を見てればいいってひどいな。いや、必要としてる人はまだまだたくさんいますよ。
The world could certainly use the force for good you describe.
Yes, the Chantry should be a force for good instead of what it is. The Chantry dictated where it should have inspired. It spoke of judgment instead of acceptance. It should encourage the good in everyone rather than rebuke us for our sins. No one should be turned away from our doors. No one is without worth. Whoever you are, whatever your mistakes, you are loved unconditionally. In your heart shall burn an unquenchable flame.
まあいいんじゃないかな。まあそれにまあこう言ってしまうと元も子もないのかもしれないけど、まあそういう風にね歌っていても実際差別は消えないのが現実なので、はい、それをねまあ言ってしまえば差別がないっていうのは理想ですよね。すごく崇高な理想だと思います。ただ現実はそうは甘くないわけですから、まあ、その理想と現実をいかに近づけるかっていうのがまあこの世界でいう教会の役割なんじゃないでしょうか。レディアナにはぜひ頑張っていただきたいものです。はい、では一通りねみんなの話を聞いてきたのでモリガンの話を聞こうと思います。次一体どういう作戦でいくのかですね。すげえな、読めなかったのが読めるようになるわけだ。
I now understand the nuance behind elven words. The ancient law reveals
すげえ楽しそう。まあよかったんじゃないの？
'Tis exhilarating, the rush of images, truth dangling just out of reach.
ソラスはちょっと心配してるけどね。というと
Tell me more.
Take the Illuvians. It was always assumed their use was lost after the Tevinter conquest of Arlathan. But the ancient elves had closed all paths to the crossroads long before. They warred with themselves, and the Illuvians were sealed to prevent an enemy from using them to attack. So much is misunderstood. It will take years to absorb, if I get the chance.
まあ助けになってよかったわ。すげえ楽しそうだから。
And pleased I am to have the chance, believe me. None of which has anything to do with why I asked you here, of course. Earlier, I said there was a way to match the power of Corypheus, Inquisitor, and there is. We must summon.
ミサイルを召喚する？まさに今のだね。なんだって？
I'm sorry. Did you say?
Summon Mathal. the elven goddess of justice. Yes. Whatever Mythal was, goddess, myth, or ancient being, the voices of the well say a part of her power lingers on. How, or in what form, I cannot say, but that power is exactly what we need. I must go to an altar in the wilderness to perform the summoning, and you must be with me.
はあ。リコが必要なの？
You don't need me for some ritual sacrifice, I hope.
The altar could have a guardian or other surprises. Thus, your company would be.
あ、なるほどね。なんか敵いるかもしれないからってことね。
Learn, Inquisitor. Some would give their lives to unearth secrets such as
あ、もう
this.
興奮しますよ。もう楽しくて。ああってあで、ミサイルの祭壇に行けという話ですね。多分マップで出てきてるんじゃないかな。はいはいはい。じゃあ行こうか、せっかくだからね。ここはなんだ？ここ一応なんか出てるんだよね。
This is the place.
It is. Look for an altar, ancient but still standing.
さあ一体何が待ってるんでしょう。あれが祭壇ですね。
There. Do you see it?
てかみんなでベラ上がってんな。はい、ちょっと整備してきました。あ、使う？使う。
'Tis all that remains of the great altar. We few who travel far call to me and I will come, without mercy, without fear.
最後の部分が気に入らない。
Could this actually summon an ancient goddess?
We are about to find out. Your companions will need to go elsewhere. Not to worry, if there is shouting, they will hear it readily enough. You know who I am. From High Priest to High Priest, I am the last to drink of sorrows. Come to us, Mythal. Whatever you are, whatever remains, I invoke your name and your power.
Hmm? 来たか。あ。てか最後あの泉から出てきてたのも気になるよね。それがこの人なのかな。
Mother.
は
Mother?
Mother?
Isn't this a surprise?
あ、驚いてないで確かにね。突然のお母さんですか。彼女知っているのか。もうそうだよね。驚いてないもんね。
She is a deceiving witch.
虚偽の魔女。
Now, that's quite enough of that.
あ。
What have you done to me?
I have done nothing. You drank from the well of your own volition.
Then you are Mythal?
ひじゃまつく。あなたエルフですらない。エルフの神って言ってたけど、エルフじゃないんだ。んっていう感じだよね。お母さんなんでしょそう、モリガンのお母さんなんだよね。モリガンのお母さんはミサルってこと？どういうこと？
That's Mythal.
You invoke that name so easily. I wonder if you know what it means.
I do not understand.
あ、でもわかんないんだ。
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me
あ、
all
ミ
I
サイルと
wanted
会ったわけ
and
だ。
more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
ミサイルとずっと一緒にいたわけだ。ミサイルはこの人の一部。この人の中にミサイルがいるってこと？
Then you carry Mythal inside you.
She is a part of me, no more separate than your
あ、もう一緒になってるわけだ。
You hear the voices of the well girl. What do they say?
They say you speak the truth.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. A herald indeed, shouting to the heavens, harbinger of a new age. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
フレメス。お、知ってんだ。
I know the name Flemeth. It belongs to an ancient
フェデル
Ferelden
デンの伝
legend.
説。
It says long ago you left your husband for a lover. Your husband then tricked you, killed your lover and imprisoned you. Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance. Mythal.
ああ、そういうこ
That's
と。
what you spoke of.
One day someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly. But yes,
なるほど
I
ね。
was that woman. That is how my tale began.
フレメスなんだ、この
Flemeth
人。
appears in other legends, helping heroes for reasons of her own.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
ほう。まあその辛い時にミサールが手を貸したわけだ。まあ言ってしまえば協定を結んだみたいな感じなんだね。モリガン、どっちがモリガンのお父さんなんだろうね。まあ夫の方なのか恋人の方なのか。本当にお母さんなんですか、ちな
Then
みに。
you're Mythal and Morrigan's mother.
As well as a witch who prolongs her unnatural life by possessing
Eh?
the bodies of her daughters.
That's what you believe.
そう信じている。
I found your grimoire, and I am no fool.
あ、そういう魔
old
術を持
woman.
ってたわけだ。
Yet here you stand, bound into my service. My daughter ran from me long ago. I've let
あ、
her be
そうなんだ。
until now, it seems.
なんで秘密にしてる？
Mythal is within you. Why not reveal yourself?
And to whom should I reveal myself?
To the elves, to everyone.
I knew the hearts of men even before Mythal came to me. It is why she came to me. They do not want the truth, and I am but a shadow, lingering in the sun.
理解しなくちゃいけないと思うけどね。
Why did Mythal come to you?
For a reckoning that will shake the very heavens.
And you follow her whims. Do you even know what she truly is?
You seek to preserve the powers that were, but to what end? It is because I taught you, girl. Because things
見えない見えない。だいいとこなのに見えないよ。
to happen. She was betrayed as I was betrayed, as the world was betrayed. Mythal clawed and crawled her way through the ages to me, and
あ
I
あ、ま
will see her
あ、やっぱ
avenged.
共闘してるんだね、つまり。
Alas, so long as the music plays, we dance.
はあ。あ、そうですね。とても偶然とは思えないですね。必然ですね。
This meeting was no accident, was it?
Clever lad.
The voices came from you?
The price of the well seemed no dire thing when you saw so much gain. Hmm? The voices did not lie, Morrigan. I can help you fight Corypheus. Do you understand, child?
Yes. I think I do. Wait!
I wish to see who drank from the Well of Sorrows. It has been a very long time. Imagine my surprise to discover it was you.
And that is all?
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me.
All things considered, Inquisitor, I now wish you had drunk from the well.
だろうな。
Forced to obey your mother, huh? Ouch.
What she said is true, at least. I have the answer.
そうか、ミサイルに縛られる
I
ってこ
can
とは、
match
つまり
the
お母さんに縛られるというこ
when
と
the
だもん
time
な。
comes. All that remains is for you to find Corypheus.
はい。まあ、あっさりクリアしましたね。はい。じゃあ戻りましょうか。はい、スカイホールド戻ってきてます。じゃあ最後に顧問たちの話を聞いて今回は終わりにしようと思います。あ、出てますね。
With rifts contained in the area, we can send in smaller
あ
groups to offer
ー、
relief.
まあ消費勢力がゼロだと。
A headache, nothing more.
チラ見するか。下手したらここ最後かもしれないからな。あ、本当に終わりなんだ。レベル意外とあれなんだね。そんなに高くなくて終わるんだ。終了してもゲームは続けられるが、はいはいはいはい。作戦開始前に重要なタスクがするって書いてあるでしょう。はい、ここはもう最後みたいですね。わかりました。一旦戻りますね、じゃあね。押し間違えないように気をつけないと。